Majara village of Khairi Chandanpur Village Development Committee, Bardia district. The Gerua distributary of Karnali River flows around the village has been a source of constant worry for Rakam Lal Chaudhary, the Badghar or the headman of the village. Almost every year, the Gerua River flood wash away crop fields or cover the field with debris, always causing damages.
ठ्याक्क बाढी आयो हजुर बाढी आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ कालो समाटेपछि हजुरको चाहिँ त्यो बच्चालाई चाहिँ यहाँबाट चाहिँ बाहिर चाहिँ औषधि गराउन लग्न नसकेको हुनाले त्यो बच्चा चाहिँ अकालमा भयो.
During the rainy season, there is water everywhere, but during the dry months, there is scarcity of water for drinking and irrigation.
यहाँ बाढी आयो भने यहाँको मान्छे उता जान सक्दैनन्, उताको मान्छे यता आउन सक्दैनन्. त्यही भएर हामी जान्नु पारिनै अब मरे मरमला बचे बचमला यही बच्छम.
It is natural for rivers to cause occasional flooding, but it has become more frequent and intense nowadays. Hingia knew about the havoc caused by floods, but was largely unaware about what caused flooding and how to adapt to the consequences. In recent years, increasing temperatures, frequent natural disasters, and receding water sources have made it more difficult for resource-poor farmers to produce enough food for a year, even if they work hard. The government of Nepal has prepared climate change policies to respond to climate change impacts. Local Adaptation Plan for Action, or LAPA, and Community Adaptation Plan for Action, or CAPA, were also prepared in many communities to address the problems resulting from climate change. To value-add these initiatives, a community-based adaptation approach, Climate Adapted Village or CAV, was piloted in different communities of Nepal. The concept of CAV was developed by the Development Fund Norway and is being implemented in Nepal by Liebird since 2013. The CAV process involves 3 stages: to know, to do, and to sustain. To know involves development of community understanding of the different aspects of climate change and its consequences. To do is about development and implementation of climate change adaptation plans with the inclusion of local resources. To sustain involves a way to show that local stakeholders are able to manage projects in a collective manner and to make wise and responsible use of financial resources so that communities continuously undertake climate change adaptation activities for longer run and mainstream it into local planning process.
पहिला हजुरको चाहिँ यो नहुँदाखेरि आफत पर्दै थियो, आफत परिरहेको थियो. आफ्नो चाहिँ घरमा चाहिँ जुन शक्ति थियो, आफ्नो जुन सकिन्थ्यो त्यसरी चाहिँ भाग्ने अब भागिन्थ्यो. अब उच्च ठाउँमा चाहिँ गइन्थ्यो. अब अहिले चाहिँ हामीलाई धेरै सुविधा भयो हजुर. सूचनाको लागि चाहिँ यो साइरन दिनु भएको छ. पहिलाको चोटि चाहिँ यो साइरन बजाएपछि हाम्रो चाहिँ यो गाउँमा चाहिँ अब थाहा भइसकेको छ कि अब बाढी आउन लागेको छ, अब चाहिँ हाम्रो यहाँ साइरन बज्यो.
The siren has also been effective for chasing away wild elephant herds and other wild animals that enter the village from Bardia National Park and forests across the border. CAV has supported the villagers to build embankments to check the riverbank cutting and also to improve livelihood through pig and goat rearing.
आएर 10-11 महीनाको 18,800 रुपैयाँको बेचे त फाइदा नै भयो. मैले अब यसलाई चराउन जान पर्दैन, बङ्गुरलाई भुस हालिदिनु, त्यही हो.
Before, the participation of women in development activities was only 10 to 15%. But now, the participation of women has increased up to 65% thanks to the CAV program. The problem faced by the people of Kawasoti municipality in Nawalparasi district is quite different from that in Bardia. The nearby Kerungi river appears small, but there was always the threat of it overflowing and entering the settlements during the rainy seasons. Many years ago, the flood water entered the settlement and caused widespread damage. The CAV program supported to mitigate the flood by carrying out afforestation, fencing and embankment along the riverbank with active participation of a women's group, Chetana Forage Development Women's Group. The men also assisted them in this activity. Now it has become very easy for the women as they can collect forage for livestock from the reclaimed land.
पनि कस्तो भने नजिकै केरुङ्गे खोला भन्ने छ त्यो खोला कस्तो भने बौला खोला नि भन्छन् त्यसलाई त्यो पानी आयो भने गाउँै लानी गरी आउँछ आएन भने कमिला पनि हिँड्दैन के त्यो ठाउँ खोलामा
क्याब परियोजनाबाट चाहिँ 3 लाख रुपैयाँ नगद त्यो ग्याबिन बस्न लागि दियो भने समुदायले नि नगद रूपमा चाहिँ 3 लाख रुपैयाँ चाहिँ हाल्नुभयो र अनि प्लस उहाँहरुको आफ्नो जन्म श्रमदान गरेर चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ 82 वटा चाहिँ ग्याबिन जालीहरु चाहिँ भरेर चाहिँ जुन गाउँमा बारी पख्नबाट चाहिँ जोगाउनु भएको छ र अनि समुदायले चाहिँ यो कार्यक्रमलाई चाहिँ भोलिको दिन दिगो रूपमा राख्नका चाहिँ हाम्रो स्थानीय निकाय अनि जीविसहरुसँग चाहिँ कोर्डिनेसन गरेर चाहिँ उहाँले चाहिँ जीविसबाट नि केही बजेटहरु चाहिँ ल्याउन थाल्नुभयो अहिले हालसालै पनि त्यहाँ जीविसबाट केही बजेट ल्याएर चाहिँ उहाँले चाहिँ त्यो कामलाई चाहिँ निरन्तरता दिइरहनु भएको छ.
Due to the CAV program, the life of Tulasi Narayan Shrestha has become easier. Before, he had no water for irrigating 0.8 hectares of his land.
पहिला आकाशी भर्न काम गर्नु पर्थ्यो भने अब बेलामा पानी नपर्ने अहिले चाहिँ नि गाविसबाट र क्याबबाट पैसा आएर समुदायबाट पनि आएर अहिले राम्रो दुई बाली धान र मकै तोरी र तरकारी खेती पनि हुन्छ. आम्दानी पहिला भन्दा निकै नै बढेछ.
One objective of CAV is to mobilize local resources for adaptation. Accordingly, to dig the well for irrigation, CAV, VDC and the community contributed 70,000, 15,000 and 3,000 rupees respectively. It now irrigates about 5.3 hectares of land. There are 11 such wells which provide irrigation water for nearly 95 hectares of land that belongs to 178 households in wards 14 and 15 of Kawasoti municipality. The CAV program supported the digging of wells in Agyoli, where later 3 sets of solar-based irrigation system have been installed by the Climate Smart Agriculture project of Liebird, funded by Climate and Development Knowledge Network or CDCANE. The fields, which used to remain fallow, now looks green throughout the year and the crop yield has also been increased.
पहिला त हामीलाई यहाँ कस्तो गाह्रो हुन्थ्यो 12 बजेसम्म 1 बजेसम्म हामी पानी कुरेर बिउ राख्ने नपाएर कस्तो गर्थ्यौं. अब किनेर पानी लाउँदाखेरि राति पानी लगाए पनि हुन्छ न तर पनि हामी चलाउँदैनौं भन्थ्यो.
अहिले यो सोलर बोरिङ दिएसी एकदम सजिलो पर्छ खेती गर्नलाई. 2-3 बाली लाउन मिलेछ. अब धान काटेर मकै छर्छौं. मकै केरे धान काटेर तोरी छर्यौं. तोरी अब उखालेर मकै छर्छौं अनि फेरि धान रोप्छौं. 3 बाली भएन.
No one has been spared by water scarcity resulting from climate change. It has been floods at some places and droughts at others. Ratu River, on the border of Dhanusa and Mahotari districts, washed away agricultural land and debris that came along with the flood and also destroyed the crops. It was not possible to grow any crops in the dry season. Floods in 1993, 2003 and 2004 caused widespread damage to lives and properties along its banks.
र खाने पानीको हामी यही खोलामा आएर पानी चाहिँ यसो आएर आज आयो गागरी यसो खनो हो र गागरीमा भरेर लगो हैन. अनि बेलुका आउँदा त्यहाँ त कमिला हिँडिरहेको हुन्थ्यो. पानी सुकिहाल्ने छैन. अब कहाँ खने फेरि अर्को ठाउँमा खनो.
The CAV project, local NGOs, VDC and local people collaborated to build an underground irrigation channel. According to local people, the 3-kilometer irrigation channel now irrigates more than 66 hectares of land. The surplus water after irrigation is channeled back to the Ratu River again. This arrangement has made possible for people in the downstream areas to use the water and has helped to avoid conflicts. There are 4 such irrigation systems in different parts of Dhanusa and Mahotari districts. Liebird's Climate Smart Village project, funded by the CGIAR research program on climate change, agriculture and food security, or CCAFs, supported to install a 3,000-watt solar-based water pumping system from a pond. The pond was built by the community with support from CAV, local NGOs, the Federation of the Community Forestry Users Groups and VDC, spending 1.4 million Nepalese rupees in total. Its area is 0.2 hectare and is 30 feet deep. The water pumped from the pond irrigates about 30 hectares of land in the dry season. It is also served as water source for wild animals in the nearby forests.
जताततै जङ्गलभित्रको जुन नेचुरल मूलहरू त्यो खानेपानीको जस्तो स्रोतहरू सुकिराखेको अवस्था थियो र यो जङ्गली जनावरहरू खानेपानीको लागि भौतारिँदै जङ्गल छोडेर गाउँ बस्तीतिर आउँदाखेरि अब यहाँ गाउँले जनताको र एनिमल वाइल्ड लाइफको बीचमा चाहिँ भिडन्त द्वन्द्व भइराखेको अवस्था थियो। यस्ता किसिमको परियोजनाहरूले त्यो द्वन्द्वहरूलाई पनि कम गरेको छ। यहाँ कमसेकम 1000-1200 यहाँ बान्दरहरू लङ्गुरहरू पानी खान आउँछ।
Similarly, the people of Tulasi VDC of Dhanusha district had no option but to drink water from Ratu river after other sources dried up. Some villagers also died suffering from cholera because of contaminated water from the river during the monsoon season. CAV supported the construction of 2 25,000-litre ferro cement tanks to address the drinking water problem of the VDC. The water supply is channeled from a far source upstream and the system serves 135 households. The CAV approach involves leveraging local resources with the seed money provided by the donor. An example of this can be observed in Bhajani Trishakti municipality of Kailali district. Here, a local NGO, Nepal and Leebird have forged a partnership with Chetanshil Samaj, a community-based organization at Bhajani. Chetanshil Samaj has been undertaking several activities on climate change adaptation in collaboration with the municipality, Ward Citizens Forum, Local Governance and Community Development Program, Agricultural Services Centre and other organizations.
काममा तपाईले सपोर्ट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ तपाईले चाहिँ हामीलाई कामको सपोर्ट गरेर कसरी चाहिँ जीवनस्तर कम्युनिटीको जीवनस्तरलाई चाहिँ उकास्ने गरी हामी काम गर्न सक्छौं भन्ने किसिमले र जलवायु अनुकूलनका लागि पनि कहाँनेर के गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने यसरी नै हामीले कोर्डिनेट गरिरहेको अवस्था हो है।
Chetanshil Samaj has been implementing several programs in wards 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 of Bhajani Trishakti municipality. The CAV program also enhanced the capacity of the community groups. After implementation of the CAV program, 7 farmers groups in Bhajani received seeds and materials support from Agricultural Services Centre for vegetable cultivation. The locals, especially resource-poor households, have come together to grow mangoes, bananas and other fruits in about 0.5 hectares of public land. Similarly, they have also begun vegetable cultivation on riverbanks and have installed solar lights at home. Chetanshil Samaj has been able to secure support from District Forest Office, District Agriculture Development Office and the municipality for these activities.
र उहाँहरु चाहिँ एकदम जलवायु परिवर्तनको अति जोखिममा हुनुहुन्छ भन्ने किसिमले त्यसरी लबी एडभोकेसी भइसकेपछि नगरपालिकाले अहिले चाहिँ एकैचोटी 20 लाख बराबरको कार्यक्रमहरु स्वीकृत गरेको अवस्था छ र त्यसले चाहिँ समुदाय चाहिँ उत्साहित भएको अवस्था छ।
हामीले सुत्दाखेरि छाना घरको छाना हेर्दाखेरि त्यो चन्द्रमा देखिन्थ्यो, सूर्य देखिन्थ्यो, घरको स्थिति धेरै कमजोर थियो, हामीलाई खानालाई पनि अप्ठ्यारो हुन्थ्यो, हाम्रो
The climate-adapted village concept has made locals aware about climate change and also enhanced the capacity to respond to climate change consequences.
बाढीले सताछ अहिले साल खडेरी भएर धानै भएनन् त्यही त जलवायु परिवर्तन कारण यो रुखहरू कटाउन लागे वर्षा आउन समयमा आउन कहिले अगाडि आइजान्छ कहिले पछाडी आउँछ।
हामीहरुले योजना बनाउँदाखेरि अब यो जलवायु परिवर्तनसँग कसरी अनुकूलित हुने त्यो विषयमा नै हामीले त्यो हाम्रो बजेटहरुलाई जोड्ने छौं।
In Lekhani VDC of Udaipur district, the villagers have been earning money by reusing wastewater through the support of the project.
जस्तै मेरो त झन् सारा 1000 वटा कुखुरा लाउँछु त्यसको त बिहान बेलुकै भाँडा मात्छ हैन अनि बिहान बेलुका 200-300 400-500 लिटर पानी त्यो चाहिँ खेर जान्छ त्यो पानी चाहिँ म दुईटा डडममा जम्मा गर्छु 200 लिटरको डडम छ दुईटामा जम्मा गरेर अनि त्यो बिहान बेलुका लाउनलाई पुग्छ अब त्यो चाहिँ अब टेक्निक तरिकाहरू सिक्यो त्यही नै ठुलो कुरो लाग्यो।
The people of Lekhani VDC, Ward number 1 and 5, were also facing severe drinking water shortages.
उहाँ जाँदाखेरि त भन्नुहुन्छ त्यो रोडभन्दा तल पानीमा छाँगा भन्छन्, त्यो छाँगामा जाँदाखेरि यत्तिकै यो भदौरेका ती अनि त्यो लेखानी डाँडाका बजारका गाउँका सबै ती यत्तिकै अनि पालो पर्खिँदा एक गाग्री पानी ल्याउन बिहान बित्छ।
As an alternative, these villagers have built tanks and have been collecting and using rainwater. Sahas Nepal and local CBO, Namuna Community Learning Center, supported communities in this project under CAV.
धेरै सुविधा भएको छ पानीको लागि चाहिँ अझ तरकारीहरू पनि यसो लागेको छ। अहिले हरियो सागपातहरू खाइरहेको छ, नभए यतिखेर टट्टेन फुट केही हरियो देख्न पाइँदैन थियो। आफ्नो ठाउँ छोडेर आफ्नो पैतृक सम्पत्ति छोडेर भाग्ने कोसिस भन्दा हामीले जति पनि आफ्नो गाउँ आफै बनाऊ, आफूले चाहिँ परिश्रमको फल मिठो भनेर मिहिनेत गरौँ।
The to know, to do and to sustain approach of CAV has made local communities aware about climate change and also encouraged them to address the impacts. Now they are capable of preparing adaptation plans and its implementation on their own leadership.